valve spring compressor kit. Today I'm working on a A4 2.0 turbo. These come with different fittings. I already have it set up. These are 13 millimeter. I already did this side, as you can see. All the springs are out. Right here. Sure what I'm gonna do. Basically, what comes with the kit is these, a bar, good for leverage. Slide it right through. And it looks like you can use, obviously, different points from each side, whatever you feel like. Don't tighten these too hard. They're really not that tight at all. Just literally as soon as they get tight, I just stop. That was a 13. And you need a magnet. And this. You just put a pin through it. It comes in 2 pieces. Line it up with the hole. Ready to go. So I would suggest, if you see how this is set up, at one point I did flip this around, so this side was on the other side, and it works, but it's hard to get this one out on the very edge. So I would suggest, even on any other car, I would suggest putting this flat edge on the outside, very far outside. Makes it easier to get on the ends over here. So very simple. I just did one again, but I'll show you this one. Get your tool ready, put it in place. Sometimes you'll get 2 keepers at one time. Other times you'll have to take one. You'll only be able to get 1 keeper at a time. But I wouldn't suggest letting the spring go with 1 keeper, because sometimes it'll get stuck and you kind of have to like rattle it back and forth. So once you get 1, just take it off the magnet and go right back in while the spring is compressed. You usually need a baggie. Put everything in a baggie. Don't want to lose those. Those can cost money. And then you got your spring. the valves can just be popped out and you're good to go. Putting them back in is a little bit of a different story. If you don't have, there are some that are really cool that will hold the keepers, and when you push in it snaps them in. Those are really expensive. You're talking maybe $300 for that piece. What I do is I just use pliers, and I kind of hold it in place. I'll show you on one of these valves here. So, pop it out. If you look, see it has grooves. Trying to get a keeper here. Keeper's only gonna fit one way, so the fat part goes on the top, and that's how it's gonna fit, and the spring's gonna be held onto it. And there's two. So what I do is I usually take the pliers like a pinch, and when these are up, and I place one on one side and then let it go, and they usually stay. See how it's staying? And then I'll take the other one and I'll come from this side and I'll put it in. And this as well, the spring is compressed, so yeah, it does make it much more difficult, but at least you're not using your hand to like push it manually. Instead, just you got that leverage. It makes it so much easier. So that's basically how to do it.